Okay.
If you want to just run it.
Yep.
Yes.
You guys are fine. You guys are fine. Let's move like that. Yeah, let's move together. You guys stay in that side. We stay in the middle.
Mine too.
Because if not, we're gonna.
Evan, do you want me to hook up the
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna go back.
keep your mask on, all I guess. As much as in the corner we can, yeah. No, yeah, but he's right there. Yeah. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you.
What's your tribe behind you?
Yeah, it's not a tribe. No, what I'm going to do.
It's not my tribe, but I'm just saying, right?
I'm going to move it real quick. Just in case.
I want to stand here. I'm just going to do this. Oh, wait.
We're all going to walk.
Rachel goes, someone give love.
Are we just going to let him kind of get in the middle?
Yeah, let's
Something's going on, I guess. I'm just mad about these mosquitoes.
I know.
Why are they so crazy? I think it's the rain. It's the rain that brought them on.
He's getting smart with his suit. It's the one time I wish I was wearing a suit.
I know. You guys are getting your workouts today.
It's supposed to be, it's funny because I love the little guy. Oh, it's going to be cold. And I grab a warm jacket today. And when I get out, it's like the humidity was so low. Oh, he was crazy.
Too hot for... Still too hot for long sleeves.
They have like no remorse. There is no remorse with these mosquitoes. Oh, there's a helicopter.
So on his skills.
It's so crazy how dark it gets. You know?
It is. I've been watching because I can hear like a silhouette and you just have them swarming in your head. I was like, that's why I've been just like doing this because I'm like, are they on me too? Mosquitoes. Yes. Well, we can do before that restaurant does a record 39 bites on my right calf.
They usually don't like citrus. So does anyone have any orange juice on hand? No? Okay. No orange juice? Okay.
That literally was just like
Whoever's the owner of the lights today, the lucky lights on.
Can I ask a favor? Is there any way that we can go inside because the mosquitoes are getting horrible?
this rubber line here. You can just hit it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I know it's tough.
And the humidity is horrible. It's one out of the positions that we have.
Andrea, ¿dónde está la carpeta?
Kelsey, just before it. Kelsey, record on your cell phone in there. Record on your cell phone. There you were just saying.
Pensando que te da uno para que te dé el piso.
Esto no se puede poner aquí.
No, we took that away.
Pero no me pueden poner esto aquí porque entonces, como está inmediato, yo tengo que hablar con ellos, Morena.
Eso de quién? ¿Nuestro?
No es nuestra, pero no me pueden poner aquí porque le va a chocar al Cherry.
Yeah.
No,
Nosotros van a poner
no se hablar con ellos, porque no.
something we could clip in.
Pero hay que ponerlo porque no,
Muy
porque no
grande.
se va bien. Mira. Tenemos que sentir eso.
Inventarnos algo.
Mira, déjalo ahí, a ver.
Tenemos que inventarnos algo para to keep it there.
Sí, a lo mejor cuando Marco ponga las manos se le cae. Pero ¿por qué no prenden las luces? Esta va a cegar al chile. Esta luz va a cegar al chile.
Okay, make it right stop.
We have two there. So you have a mic?
Let me know when everybody's here. Eso es todo.
Yes. You want me out to have light.
You got levels on there, Kelsey? Kels, lev? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Must not have been plugged in all the way.
Are we ready?
Hang on, sir.
Hang on, one more second. Sorry.
We have with Spanish media. These
Yeah,
are
yeah.
one or two?
Two.
Just two over here? Both over here?
Tenemos uno acá y
Univisión.
Okay,
Univisión,
okay,
Univisión.
perfect. Okay.
You sure I have levels?
Are we ready?
Ready. Ready.
All right, welcome everyone. I'm Sheriff Lopez with the Osceola County Sheriff's Office. Just want to tell the public about a tragic case that happened earlier today, November 20th, 2024. the Osceola County Sheriff's Office was notified early this morning about a violent incident that happened at a house in Point Siena at 1148 Camborne Drive. Deputies responded after receiving calls about an armed disturbance. Deputies responded immediately and got to the house as the disturbance was still taking place. Inside the home, deputies apprehended the suspect of this investigation, Miss Kelsey Glover. Deputies then spoke to witnesses who were also at the residence and learned that Miss Glover's 14-year-old daughter was upstairs in the bathroom and unresponsive. Witnesses also told deputies that they saw Miss Glover holding her 14-year-old daughter's head underwater in the bathtub, and they tried to stop her, but were not successful. Eventually, Miss Glover began attacking and chasing these witnesses around the house with a hammer, which led them to call also 911. The 14-year-old girl was transported to a hospital, but she was declared deceased shortly after arriving. At this time, we're still waiting on a report from the medical examiner's office, so we cannot confirm exactly how the girl passed away. But we're launching a full homicide investigation that will be concluded soon. Today, the mother is being arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and battery charges. It's a dark day when things like this happen. The 14-year-old girl's name was Giselle Glover. What happened to her is unimaginable, and we are determined to get justice for Giselle. I want to thank the homicide detectives who've been working relentlessly since this incident occurred to make sure we're putting a good case packet together for prosecution to turn over to the state. Do we have any questions? Actually, hold on. Let me run it real quick in Spanish. Apologize. Ready? Spanish?
Yes, sir.
Básicamente esta mañana nosotros respondimos a una casa 1148 Camborne Drive en Point Siena. Los oficiales respondieron porque hay una pelea. Una persona estaba tratando de agredir a las personas que llamaron al 911 con un martillo. Esos testigos también nos avisaron que ellos observaron a la sospechosa Kelsey Glover intentando de aguantar la cabeza de la víctima debajo de la agua. Ellos trataron de pararla, pero no podían. La niña estaba transportada al hospital, pero la denunciaron fallecida. Ahora vamos a estar investigando esto como un homicidio, pero estamos esperando que el Medical Examiner's Office nos dé los resultados de la causa de muerte. Hoy la vamos a arrestar a la madre, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon y battery domestic charges. Es triste cuando estas cosas suceden y yo no puedo ni imaginar lo que esta pobre niña sufrió durante este incidente. Ahora también le tengo que dar gracias a todos los detectives y los policías que estaban en la escena trabajando para poner un buen caso compuesto para enviarlo al State Attorney's Office. Okay, questions in English first.
Sheriff Lopez, did the witnesses say whether the daughter was already in the bath, like taking a bath, or did her mother put her in the bathtub?
I don't have that. What we have is witnesses said that she was putting her head, they observed her with the victim's head underneath the water.
And Sheriff, what started that whole, incident between mother and daughter earlier this morning? What brought about her daughter's head being forced under the water?
That's still actively being investigated as we speak. The mother was a little uncooperative, and hopefully we'll get to the bottom of that soon. That's why right now we're charging her with those other charges, but as soon as this gets concluded, the other charges will be charged accordingly to what occurred.
And is mother even aware that her daughter is deceased right now?
She's been told.
And what was her reaction to that?
I wasn't present when they told her, but I didn't hear her making any comments about it while we were walking down the hall.
Is there any history of domestic issues in that household?
The only domestic issue we have there is one against her actual husband or the children's father, where she battered him, he got an injunction against her, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, there's no other history in reference to that.
And how many people were inside the home when this happened?
A total of 4, the victim, the mother, another child, and someone who resides with them.
So
¿En español ahora? ¿Alguien?
¿Se sabe algún motivo de la causa?
Todavía no se sabe el motivo. Estábamos tratando de hablar con la madre un poquito, además de ese aspecto, y con la otra persona en la casa, pero no, ella no está cooperando mucho. So, eso todavía está debajo de investigación y enseguida que tengamos esa información le vamos a dar al público.
¿Se sabe si había cargos antes o antecedentes?
No, el único cargo que teníamos en ese hogar era el papá de los hijos fue víctima, ella lo agredió y él sacó un domestic violence injunction y el juez se lo dio.
I'm assuming that this young girl was in Osceola County School District. Has the school district been alerted?
I haven't been advised of that. ¿Otra pregunta en español? ¿No?
¿Alguien más salió herido en este caso?
Ella intentó herir a la que estaba viviendo en la casa y al otro hijo, pero la señora que estaba ahí peleó con ella. But I was saying, pero no fueron heridos. When the officers get there, there's actually wrestling a hammer away from her, and she's trying to strike the lady who's trying to prevent her from harming her daughter. And it was just something that we caught in the act, and God only knows in which direction that was going to go if we didn't get there on time and kick the door in.
And speaking to that, sir, do you know if there's going to be any body cam or 911
Sir,
calls
ma'am.
available tonight?
You gotta. I can't hear a question.
Will there be any
I know.
body cam or 911 calls?
We'll have all that,
available
right? Since it's an active investigation, we really can't put that out right now. But definitely, once this is concluded, we'll have additional information for everyone. We're just waiting for the right cause of death to make sure that we're giving her the right charge in this case.
And were any of your deputies on scene that responded this morning, were they in fear for their lives at all? Clearly you've got someone, as you mentioned, running around with a hammer. Were they concerned for their safety?
No. They go right in, they grab her, they do what they gotta do, they separate. That's what deputies and cops do. You can't be in fear of your own life in a situation like that. It's exigent circumstances, and you have to take the appropriate action in order to make sure that you control that scene. In this case, they reacted properly. They didn't have to tase anyone, just basically disarm her, find out what happened, disarm her. They tried to save the victim, and then she was transported to the hospital.
Have you all heard from the father of the child?
He has been advised of the incident.
Say anything?
We'll disclose that right now.
And
Did you say how?
Sorry?
He wasn't
No, it wasn't. It was the victim, the mother, a child, and then a roommate. Is that it?
Did you say how old the suspect is?
I don't have the age. She's 9/24/89. So that would make her what?
Do you have any race?
I don't have an exact race. I mean,
could charges be upgraded once you get the results?
yes, definitely. It's definitely that's what we're looking at now, based on the circumstances and based on the what the witnesses saw happen. We can make assumptions, but we just want to make sure that the right cause of death is pronounced so we can give her the accurate charge.
Tal vez no lo he escuchado antes, tal vez no voy a poner atención, pero esta mujer tiene un récord criminal en el pasado, tiene antecedentes,
No criminal history, no tiene récord criminal. She has no history of mental illness, to our knowledge. No tiene nada de eso. Okay?
Gracias.
All right.
Can you give us spellings for the mom and the daughter?
She'll get all that for you here in a second. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for being patient with us.